Rob, what a feeling that must have been.
Yeah, it was incredible. Now I know Locks is okay and up and speaking to people in hospital, and his dad's put that tweet out. I feel I can enjoy the moment a lot more. Honestly, I felt numb throughout the penalties, to be honest. I just sort of felt numb, and but a lot of work and preparation's gone into that. You know, Pilks and Kev, goalkeeper coaches, and Trolls, Richie, have put a heck of a lot of work and research into the penalties, and you can see how important that, decisive they are. I mean, it's monumental the difference that it can make. I have to say, commiserations and well done to Coventry on an amazing season. What Mark has done, I've said it loads of times now, I couldn't have done it. It's incredible, the job he's done there, his players, his staff, and it was like that, wasn't it? It was like that. It could easily have been their day. It was so tight. You've not been able to separate us. 2 league games this season, and then all the way to the very end of the playoff final. It was really harsh, especially with the journeys that both clubs have had, that one club had to lose today. I'm obviously, because Luton manager, I'm obviously delighted that it's us, but I do feel for them today.
We dominated the first half. Was that the game plan?
Yeah, the game plan was then to dominate the second half as well, which we didn't do. But after losing Locks so early on, I thought the character, the resilience, the bravery shown by the players was brilliant in that first half, and I do think we could have been 2 or 3 up. They're inevitably going to have a period in the game, and they made a change with Godden coming on at half time, and it gave them a fresh impetus and got a rhythm in the game. They had a lot more rotation in their midfield 3 that we struggled with initially, and they got the equaliser, and then the game was pretty tight. I do think we wrestled back momentum towards the back end of the second half. I thought the last 8 minutes or whatever it was of added on time was like basketball, and that concerned me. I thought we limited them to sort of long range shots and things like that. There wasn't loads of chances by then. It was just a war of attrition, especially once extra times happened. You got people going down left, right, and centre. They put so much into it. The nervous tension the whole day. We had to make sure we used everybody, and as I say, the preparation then into the penalties, not just the taking of them, where we stand, where the staff stand, where everyone goes, the breathing, that focus. There's a lot of work that's gone into it, and thankfully it paid off.
You touched on a bit there about how players were going down injured as the game carried on, basically. For you and your team, what was that like to manage in such a tough situation?
I like to feel that, or I'd like to say to you that it felt like a normal game. I mean, obviously we're in a much bigger stadium than normal, but it felt normal. It felt like, right, okay, we've got to make a decision here. Let's try and make the right one, and we've got a brilliant group of staff who are very methodical in their thinking, really organised, and help me, especially when it's comes to those big decisions, making subs. We had to look after people. People ran themselves into the ground. Eli, Gabe, Alfie, they ran themselves into the ground, and that's what you want. That was the message before we went out. It was, leave it all out there today, lads. Today's the day. You just leave it absolutely all out there, and they all did that.
How does it feel to be managing a group of Premier League players now?
Yeah, it feels incredible. It hasn't sunk in yet. I'm not going to call myself, I'm not a Premier League manager, because I think what hopefully I've shown with the staff and the players that we can do a very good job in the Championship. Now we've got to go and try and prove it in the Premier League. So, that's our challenge now.
How much are you looking forward to that?
Oh, yeah. It again feels quite surreal right now. We've dreamt about it, and I've talked about that openly. We've spoken about it with the lads for months. This is, you're going to do it, you're going to do it, you're going to do it. But now to say that we are is pretty special, and to go up against the best managers, the best players, the best teams is, it's what you want to do in life. It's, we're all ambitious and we want to try and be at the top. And to say we're going to get 19 Premier League games at Kenilworth Road is pretty special, isn't it?
And how special is that for the fans as well? You've come out in the numbers today.
Amazing, and so happy that we can send them home happy. We made them sweat, especially when they're in the sun as well, all our lot in the sun today. But in the end, if you're going to win it, to win it on penalties in the playoff final is probably the best way to do it. So I think we've given them a good journey.